Hi everyone. Today we're having a very important discussion about not filtering yourself anymore and how to say what your dream clients are actually thinking. Listen until the end because I have a special masterclass for you that will help you unlock your truth and actually write content that is fully authentic to you, but also attract your dreamiest clients on repeat. Hi, I'm Gwen, and I've taught hundreds of women how to build and scale their businesses online with killer messaging and no BS coaching so that they can enter the most wealthy and free era. And today I'm sharing with you stop filtering yourself, how to say what your dream clients are actually thinking. Right now, you are trying to create content by listening to all the gurus out there, but you are overwhelmed because no one is saying the same thing. So one day you are trying what this person is saying, and then the next day you're trying what this other person is saying. One is saying to do leadership content. One is saying to do educational content. The other one not to do educational content. And in some ways, they're all right. But the truth behind this is that if you do not sound like you and your content is not showing your personality, you're not going to massively grow your income. So what filtering yourself look like? What does that look like? It looks like overthinking every word you say. You constantly editing yourself, worrying if your content is too bold, too opinionated, or not professional enough. No. You're holding back on your opinions. You are avoiding saying what you really think because you're afraid of backlash, you're afraid of judgment, you're afraid of losing followers, you're afraid of your friends thinking something, then remove your friends from your Instagram and create a personal Instagram. What filtering yourself looks like is also mimicking others, writing content that sounds like a coach or an influencer you admire, but doesn't actually feel like you. You know, I know it's hard to find your way, but you have to stop mimicking others. You're also avoiding polarizing topics. You're skipping discussion on things you're passionate about or you have a strong opinions on because you think it might turn people off. But this is exactly what is going to attract your ideal client. The last thing that you're doing is trying to please everyone. Crafting messages that are watered down and generic because you don't want to exclude anyone is not what is going to help you make money online. So why this doesn't work? Because you blend in instead of standing out. Okay, when you filter yourself, you sound like everyone else. And your dream clients, they can't find the real you. They don't know, should I trust this person? I don't even know what is she doing? What's her life? No, they're not going to trust you. It doesn't work because there is no emotional connection and people buy based on emotion and connection. If you are not authentic, they won't feel like they know you. And not being authentic means not being also the same person when you are in real life and when you are online. It doesn't work also because you filtering yourself attracts only clients that actually don't resonate with you. Okay. They don't resonate with the real you. And so you're going to attract misaligned clients or people that have mismatched expectation and different energy than yours. The solution here is really to leverage what is in your head, your thoughts, your opinion, your story to create take my money messaging so that people want to buy what you have to offer just because you did one post. So let's see what to do instead of what we have seen before and how to stop filtering yourself. 5 points for you here. Point number 1, you have to speak like you talk. If you wouldn't say it in a conversation, don't write it in your content. Okay? Don't write it in your content. You have to speak like you talk. This is something you heard me saying. This is something that is so important. Number 2, call out what your dream clients are thinking. Be the one who says what they are afraid to admit out loud. For example, if you say something like, are you stuck because you're afraid of being seen as a beginner? You don't need another strategy. You need to stop holding yourself back. If you want to say things that your ideal client is going to connect to, you have to call them in. And so, for example, instead of saying, right now, you feel lost not knowing how to stand out online. If I wanted to write something that called my dream clients in, I will say, I see you scrolling on social media. I see you turning off the little alarm that you did put on social media to stay only 1 hour on social media. I see you continuing to scroll saying that it is for you to get inspiration because you have no inspiration for your content. All of this is the reason why you are not making sales in your business. Okay. I am calling out my dream client. I'm telling them what they're doing, that I see them, like if I'm a little fly. So tell them what you see them doing. Be polarizing on purpose. That's our number 3. Don't be afraid to take a stand on something. It's really okay to repel the wrong people to attract the right ones. I feel like I'm very disconnected from politics and the news and stuff like this because I haven't watched the news for, I don't know, can't even remember, probably over 20 years. But I know that what I see on social media is, let's say, when recently there was the US election, you could see who was polarizing and who was not, who was taking a side or not. And those people attract more of the people that they actually want to work on because they have the same value. Not taking a side is not better. Okay. It's not better to not say what you think. Okay. And to just stay in your corner just in case, oh yeah, but imagine my ideal client, she preferred this person, or no, you don't need anyway hundreds of people to grow your business. So why do you care about what people are thinking? If you really say what you want to say, people are going to find you. Number 4 of what to do instead of filtering yourself, use your quirks. Yeah. Quirks, English or American, the things you think might be too weird, might be too bold or too personal are often what makes you magnetic to your audience. I have 2 examples for you. Recently, I have shared me doing in my stories Nauli Kriya, which is like a little thing with your belly, which is a cleansing practice that helps with a lot of stuff, but not talking about that today, that I do every single morning for years. And I shared a video of me doing this in my kitchen because I do it every single morning when my water is boiling. And I hesitated sharing this because I was like, this is very weird. You see my belly being like, whoa, it's very weird. But I shared it because I was like, well, you know what? Like, this is me. This is what I do in the morning. And I cannot tell you the number of messages that I received because of this. Recently, I shared a very personal post on about me waking up one day and realizing that I was a drug addict 20 years ago. And I've never shared this publicly. Many of my friends don't know about this. Yeah. But this is what makes me in this example. Yeah. And I am the way that I am because I had all of those experiences. And this is why someone is going to connect more with me than with another person that has none of those type of experience. Because we are going to connect on something. Maybe they also do now Likria. Maybe they also had an addiction problem. Or maybe they know someone. The thing that you want is to be your true you. Don't be afraid of sharing this because that's exactly what is going to make you connect with other people. And when you have someone, after seeing and hearing all of this stuff about you, you know that they are the right clients. You don't have to hide who you are to help them. Number 5, use your story. Okay, so really remembering on what I have just said about sharing this, but really how to weave your story. Yesterday, I was, as an example, I could say something like, yesterday, I was playing with my child in a playground, and then suddenly this happened. And this made me think that if I didn't have this or this in my daily routine, like let's say if you teach people a daily routine, I would have never thought this or this. This is not a perfect example because I didn't have one prepared for this. But what I want you to realize is that you need to share what is happening to you, okay? Let's say in your Instagram stories or when you share an email, and put it into context of what your experience, your knowledge has helped you. So now you can be exactly where you are, and how this can then help also your ideal client. So instead of giving like generic messaging and generic advice and content, be specific in your content. Be specific. Share your story. Okay. And if you don't know how to do this, then go and take my money messaging masterclass. It's only $22 and it's going to completely change your business. Thanks for listening to today's training on Stop Filtering Yourself, how to say what your dream clients are actually thinking. If you liked today's episode, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any other future training like this one. Bye, everyone.